we got word that there was another plane crash involving an American plane into Canada. Fortunately, no deaths as of this recording. At least 8 people are injured, according to paramedics. It was a Delta flight carrying roughly 80 passengers from Minnesota into Toronto's Pearson Airport. Again, no casualties reported. I've said it before, and let me say it again. Under Donald Trump, America is no longer safe. So in addition to Canada boycotting the United States tourism because of America's threats of annexation under Donald Trump, it's also, they've fired all of these people. Like, it's not a safe place for food and flight anymore, which is horrible to even think about, but it's just the reality.
The incident has sent shockwaves across both nations, with former President Donald Trump reportedly deeply affected by the news. While no fatalities have been reported, the crash has raised serious concerns about aviation safety and the circumstances surrounding the incident. The aircraft, which departed from a major U.S. airport, was en route to a Canadian destination when it encountered difficulties mid-flight. Details are still emerging, but early reports suggest that the plane experienced mechanical issues shortly after takeoff. The pilot attempted to make an emergency landing, but the situation escalated rapidly, resulting in the crash. Emergency response teams were immediately dispatched to the scene, where they worked tirelessly to rescue passengers and crew members. The injured individuals were quickly transported to nearby hospitals, where they are currently receiving medical attention. Authorities have confirmed that none of the injuries are life-threatening, which is a silver lining in an otherwise tragic event. The identities of the passengers and crew have not been released, but it is known that the flight was carrying a mix of American and Canadian citizens. Former President Donald Trump, who has been known to frequently travel by private plane, has expressed his deep concern over the incident. While he was not on board the flight, sources close to him have revealed that he is closely monitoring the situation. Trump has always been a vocal advocate for aviation safety, and this crash has reportedly hit close to home for him. His team has released a statement expressing sympathy for the victims and their families, as well as calling for a thorough investigation into the cause of the crash. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, and the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, have already launched an investigation to determine the root cause of the crash. Preliminary findings suggest that mechanical failure may have played a significant role, but officials are not ruling out other possibilities, including weather conditions or human error. The investigation is expected to take several weeks, if not months, as experts meticulously examine the wreckage and analyze flight data. In the meantime, aviation experts are urging travelers to remain calm but vigilant. While plane crashes are rare, they serve as a stark reminder of the importance of stringent safety measures. Airlines are being encouraged to review their maintenance protocols and ensure that all aircraft are in optimal condition before takeoff. Passengers are also being advised to pay close attention to safety briefings and familiarize themselves with emergency procedures. The crash has also sparked a broader conversation about the state of aviation in North America. With millions of people relying on air travel every day, ensuring the safety of passengers and crew is paramount. Both the U.S. and Canadian governments have pledged to work together to address any systemic issues that may have contributed to this incident. This includes reviewing existing regulations, investing in new technology, and enhancing training programs for pilots and maintenance crews. As the investigation unfolds, the focus remains on the victims and their recovery. The 8 injured individuals are expected to make full recoveries, but the emotional toll of such an event cannot be underestimated. Counseling services are being made available to both the victims and their families, as well as to first responders who were on the scene. The plane crash has also reignited debates about the role of private aviation in modern travel. While private planes offer convenience and flexibility, they are not immune to the risks associated with commercial aviation. Critics argue that more stringent regulations should be applied to private aircraft, particularly those used by high-profile individuals like Donald Trump. Proponents, however, contend that private aviation is already subject to rigorous safety standards and that incidents like this are exceedingly rare. In the wake of the crash, social media has been flooded with messages of support for the victims and their families. Hashtags like hashtag pray for the injured and hashtag plane crash have been trending, with people from all walks of life expressing their condolences and hopes for a swift recovery. The incident has also prompted discussions about the importance of community and solidarity in times of crisis. As the world waits for more information, one thing is clear. This plane crash serves as a sobering reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of safety in all aspects of travel. While the absence of fatalities is a relief, the incident has left an indelible mark on all those involved. The coming days and weeks will be crucial as investigators work to piece together what happened and how similar incidents can be prevented in the future. In the meantime, the thoughts and prayers of millions are with the injured and their families. The aviation community, too, is rallying together to ensure that lessons are learned and that the skies remain as safe as possible for everyone. As for Donald Trump, his involvement in this story underscores the far-reaching impact of such events, even on those who are not directly involved. His concern for the victims and his call for a thorough investigation reflect the gravity of the situation and the need for accountability.